We have a MetaGoblin video. Top 10 items that speed up your leveling in TBC Classic. Frankly, I kind of want to watch this one. Medi, yo, hit me with it. I'm ready, dude.
Alright guys, my name is MetaGoblin and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 items that will speed up your leveling in TBC Classic. These items will be useful for solo leveling and also dungeon leveling. We're obviously counting down 10 items.
MetaGoblin doesn't know jack shit. Well, then why is he on YouTube? Every single YouTuber knows what they're talking about, otherwise they wouldn't be a YouTuber. Right? If you know so much, you should go make a video. But he knows what he's talking about there, so he's making videos, right?
But technically, top 10. We have a total of 25 items because we have particular item combos that go very well together. We'll be going through cool gear pieces, trinkets, and consumables with useful utility or a boost to your efficiency in solo grinding, and obviously also group content. Just before we jump in, guys, if you want to help out the channel, please consider subscribing, telling me what you think about these leveling items in the comment section. You can also follow me on Twitch and Instagram. So first of all, we have the mount speed combo. I've talked about this before. You can increase your mounted speed to 218%, which is only 2% slower under the Paladin Crusader aura. By the way, Paladins get it at level 62. So I remember that typo, still for Paladins to get this item combo until level 62. Okay, what you want to get is Carrot on a Stick, the Mithril Spur. Wait, what was the infinite mana Warlock build? Wasn't it if you just keep casting tap life or life tap, you'll just have infinite mana? Was that the build? There was a build, it was the infinite Warlock mana guild, mana build, where if you just keep casting life tap, you just have infinite mana, and that's the build. Spurs, and then the riding skill Glove Enchant. And we can also use the add-on called Auto Carrot, which will automatically equip all of these item pieces and then de-equip them whenever you de-mount.
That's gonna help.
So, pretty straightforward. You won't have to worry about equipping these items manually, but remember to leave 1 second just before you go into combat, otherwise the items won't switch, because you cannot switch items in combat. Next, we're going to be talking about self-healing efficiency items. Okay, this is more for the melee, but range can still benefit from a little bit of these items too. There are a number of self-healing items that you can use, and when they are combined together, they provide a big chunk of healing. With enough items stacked, a melee should never actually have to stop and eat food while they are grinding. What are the items? Number of options for different items. First of all, let's talk about the weapons. So you have the Ancient Hikari Manslayers. I appreciate that is an epic weapon. It is quite difficult to obtain. The same with the Rune Blade of a Rivendare and the Nerazek, the Blood Drinker. Those are the hard ones to obtain. But we've also got the Skullforged Reaver, which drops from a dungeon, which is a little bit easier to obtain. And what you can do is you can just use any weapon really, but then just throw life-stealing enchants on these items, which will provide even more healing and efficiency than the Crusader enchant. However, it's important to bear in mind that both enchants will diminish in power the higher level you get beyond level 60. When it comes to trinkets, you've also got a number of
Crusader's better? Well, no, because life-stealing, its name is life-stealing. So it's gonna steal more life because it's called life-stealing, and Crusader is called Crusader, right? Otherwise Crusader would be called life-stealing if it was better for stealing life. But life-stealing is called life-stealing, which makes it better for stealing life. So that's why you would do that one.
The first option is a low-level TBC quest reward, which I would recommend doing if you're a melee, to get the Essence-infused Mushroom. Okay, you need to get neutral with the Spore Gore before you can do it, and then you just have to run one Underbog run to kill the last boss.
That's true.
While this isn't really a detour objective, really, while you're doing all that, you are going to get a lot of XP, so you may as well do it for this amazing trinket, because it grants you 200 health on every single mob kill and a 10-second cooldown. So basically every single mob kill, you get 200 health back. You can stack this with the Dark Moon card Heroism, which is a health...
Wait a minute, is it a mob that gives experience or honor? Does it have to be... Is it one of those items? Yeah, experience or honor. Okay, alright.
Card Heroism, which is a health proc effect. You've also got Lifestone, which provides a big chunky amount of HP 5, including the Alteric Valley Trinket, Shard of Flame, if you're lucky enough to get that, or the Onyxia Blood Talisman from the Oni Quest reward, and also the Rune of Duty. That's a little bit of an easier option to get. In fact, there's so many HP 5 items that you can obtain in the game that the max you can get is 77 health per 5 seconds just from items.
Oh,
just from
fuck.
HP 5 items.
That's a lot of HP 5.
It'll take me ages to go through them all, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to a Reddit post where you can see more HP 5 items if you want to pick them up, and if I haven't put it in the description,
yeah, okay.
You know, tell me in the comment section to remind me. On top of all these items, you can stack it with the consumable, the Major Troll Blood Potion, which grants you 20 health per
That's
5
almost 100
seconds.
HP 5
like
now.
HP 5 items in one consumable.
Wow.
And then if you combine this with your bandages, I guarantee you will never stop to eat any food.
So here's the thing. If the monster you're attacking does less than 20 DPS to you, you know, which is less than 100 damage per 5, you will out-heal every monster that's attacking you. You will be invincible if they do less than 20 DPS, right? So just think about that.
You'll just be an unstoppable grinding machine. Thirdly, let's talk about some of the flasks. So first of all, we have Flask of a Supreme Power, which is only 10 spell power worse than the Burning Crusade flask. So it's a pretty much of a bit of a no-brainer that is insanely overpowered for leveling, and obviously it continues through death, so you don't need to worry about dying and then losing the effect. Obviously, I appreciate that they cost a lot of gold right now, but I imagine when TBC gets announced and we're in the pre-patch phase, they will massively drop in price. So
to the contrary, when TBC gets announced, these things are going to go up in price. They're probably dropping a little bit right now. When TBC is announced, they're going to go up in price again.
If you're doing any form of insane dungeon farming with a spell cleave comp, I definitely think it's worth picking up Flask, particularly if you're deciding to switch your tank from Protection Warrior to obviously the ultimate king of TBC tanking, the Protection Paladin, when it comes to dungeons anyway, because Protection Paladins won't have much spell power gear, right, jumping into TBC, which means stacking that much more spell power on a Protection Paladin will allow them to generate more aggro, which obviously allows the AoE DPS to do more damage and therefore do your dungeon more efficiently. But anyway, let's move on. From before, I have the Swiftness Potion. I always stack an immense amount of Swiftness Potions before any kind of expansion launch I've ever played in World of Warcraft, because you're always going to be inside a cave or in some kind of interior where you can't benefit from your mount speed. So say for instance you're in a cave, you've done the quest in the cave, you need to get out the cave, then you can pop a Swiftness Potion to quickly escape out the cave, and it saves a lot of time. For number 5, we have powerful food items. So there's a number of different ones that you can get. That
in case you were wondering, that guild you joined on Peggle is dead, so I would look for a new one. It's dead? Dude, I checked the Warcraft logs, they're doing 15-15 next Ramus every week. And it's at the perfect time. What are you talking about, man? Seems fine enough to me, right?
You generate both your mana and health at the same time without actually getting anything from a mage. And obviously when you're generating both at the same time, it's a little bit more efficient. And obviously saves a lot of inventory space because you don't have to stack 2 different items for mana and health. So first of all, the best one you're going to get before TBC, unfortunately the best one you could get is in the Christmas festival, but that's obviously been and gone. What you can get is the festival dumplings from the Lunar Festival, okay?
Ooh!
These regenerate 4% health and 3% mana per second. I actually still have a few of these because I do use them sometimes when I'm raiding, and they're becoming particularly useful at the moment during Nax Ramas when you jump over the green slime and have to regenerate your own health. Anyway, you can also get the Alteric Mana Biscuit, which is a little bit of an easier option.
That's true, that's good. That's true.
A number of different times while leveling solo. For number 7, we have free action potions. So there's a number of different mobs in the open world when you're questing, which will have very irritating forms of crowd control.
So faps?
Using a fap and saving a stack of faps.
Dude, I wonder, you know what's fucking crazy? You know, how do you make faps? You need blindweed. Where do you get blindweed? In Maradon. What if... You're not... Dude, hear me out. What if... one of the best gold farms in TBC is Maradon? What if you're still farming Maradon? Right? Oh, it's Strangle Kelp? Oh, you don't need blindweed? Oh, I was thinking of lips. Fuck, man. Okay, double hear me out. Hear me out, boys. You know what you can get inside of Maradon? Right underneath Princess Theradros in the water where Rock Grip is? Strangle Kelp. Imagine that, dude. It comes full circle. Maradon never fucking ends. It's the gift that keeps on giving, man.
In the bags for these rare situations will be very useful and will save you a bit of time.
Lips just absorb like 600 damage or something. They don't even do anything.
Where free action potions come into their own is when you're dealing in a world PvP situation, you're getting ganked by the opposite faction. If you have a free action potion and he doesn't, you're definitely probably more likely to win that fight. And again, when you win a world PvP fight, you don't die, which means you don't have to corpse run and waste loads of time. For number 8, we have Diamol's Stomper Kreeg alcohol item. So obviously alcohols give you a buff stacking with any other food buffs or potion buffs or anything like that, so they're totally unique. The main one that is useful is the 25 Spirit, okay? Particularly for a Shadow Priest leveling, because you benefit from Spirit a little bit more than the other classes. To be fair, I think a lot of other classes will benefit a little bit from Spirit too. Anyway, and then you also get the extra 10 stamina one. That one isn't so useful, but you may as well have it because it's there. For number 9, we have the Nightfin Soup. So this is still a very good consumable in TBC.
What the hell is going on here?
Efficiency for solo grinding and also dungeon farming. You may also want to stack this with the Mind Tap Talisman trinkets if you can get them. If you don't already have something that's particularly more powerful than the Mind Tap Talismans, you know, if you just leveled up an ult purely for TBC, then those Mind Tap Talismans will be very useful for that mana efficiency.
So, do you think that, hear me out, rather than using some of these bullshit ass items like scuffed weapons with like one HP 5 or like some fucking like trinket or whatever, like, what if you just used your normal gear that has good stats and you just killed everything faster, and you might have a little bit of downtime because you got to drink here and there, but ultimately it's still faster because you're just blowing the fuck out of it. Like, do you think it's should you just not use any of this shit and just fucking own, right? Dude, look at his bags. He's rich as fuck, man. Look at everything he has. Dude, he's loaded.
Especially as you can get 2 equipped for 20 mana per 5 seconds, which is good in the long run. Lastly, we have a druid specific one which is very powerful. Okay, obviously it's best to level in feral spec if you're going solo into the open world, which means you're gonna have to get, well, you don't have to, but it's definitely recommended for you to get the Wolfshead helmet, because you can use the power shifting tactic to get the most efficiency out of cat form, because whenever you shift into cat form.
So you're telling me that as a warlock I need to I need to get the Wolfshead helmet to shift into cat form in TBC? Okay. Alright, I'll get that.
Talent, I can't remember the name of, I apologize. You will get 60 energy every time you go into cat form. And you're going to be
everyone needs
you will
it.
have to heal yourself when you're doing so.
Every single person needs that. If you don't have this helmet in TBC, you're stupid.
Solo grinding. So this big chunk of energy is going to be very useful for increasing your efficiency. Anyway guys, that's all I have time for today. If you have any other interesting suggestions, then leave them in the comment section below and I'll have a look at them. Maybe I can even make a little bit of a bonus extra video added on to this from the comment section. Anyway, my name is MetaGoblin. Until my next video, ciao.
There it is, dude. You know what? Hold up. I think I made a video kind of like this a long time. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at that fucking thumbnail. How to go fast in Classic WoW. Warning! Very fast. I forgot. I made this video like a year and a half, maybe like pushing 2 years ago, man. Look at the fucking Mustang. Damn. Ready?
Please do not.
Yo. Yo, that's me, dude. This is me. March 28th, 2019. Long... Okay, so what do we have? What are the items? What are the items? You got Spirit of Zandalar. You got... I think some of this is wrong in hindsight, by the way. Anyway, just ignore that, okay? Gnomish Rocket Boots. Wait, we gonna skip to the end? Wait, show me the end. Show me the end. Where is it? That's a... Dude, that's a lot of fastness. If you're doing all of these fast things, you're going really, really fast.